Spoiler warning for the first 3 episodes of the show we're covering this episode. There is occasional adult humor, and this podcast is intended for adult audiences. Finally, an epilepsy warning. There are occasional flashing lights for video viewers.
Today, on the episode of the anime podcast of complete mixture of people. We got me. Was the scene jumping to her straddling a rooftop like I wanted to straddle my face.
Goddamn.
Matt.
Skim through and make sure I haven't done anything heinously stupid because I hadn't had caffeine when I did this. Let's see.
Wraith. Again. I think he's gonna be a permanent fixture.
Sometimes it's hard to resist the urge to drive right off a fucking bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's one.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And today, we are doing Hellsing Ultimate.
Fuck
Why, you ask? Because it's fucking awesome, that's why.
Because we want to watch something good.
It is awesome, you bastards. Yeah. And don't you dare turn that fucking to another YouTube channel or podcast or whatever. Sit down and listen to us ramble.
For a while,
Is
probably.
that good?
Honestly, yeah. You just completely winged that, and honestly, that was probably better than my last intro. Holy shit. All right.
I'm entirely willing to do one too for shits and giggles if need be.
Oh,
We
you'll
need a
have to.
coherent one
Because we're
that's
rolling
not
for
done.
intro. You'll have to eventually. Which is fucking hilarious. All right, let me check while recording here. I think it's good. You good boy recording. He has dropped 0 frames. He is happy as a fucking lark. This is great. I love OBS so much.
It would have been really funny if I somehow nat 20. That would have been terrifying.
No, because that would have been unlucky for you.
And I got a 3.
So you nat
It
1.
yeah, it wouldn't.
Because that was the
I
best
nat
outcome
1,
for you.
you roll a 3, you roll for him, and he's a nat 1 as well. We were both like, oh, it'd be so funny if Demon has to do it, and then we both nat 1 when it comes time. Oh, no.
God damn.
Truth
It knew
is,
that I was
it
getting
was
as a
rigged
mode.
from the start.
It kind of was in a
Benny.
goofy sort of way. The dice really did betray him on that one. God damn, dude.
Oh, man.
Holy shit. We did fucking Hellsing Ultimate, baby. We did 2 episodes instead of 3 because this is an OVA, and like a lot of the great OVAs of all time, they're double length roughly. They're whatever length they wanted, but they're roughly double length. So we did 2, which is
Let's be
almost
honest,
4 episodes.
It's fucking awesome.
It is fucking awesome. It was easy. Even though we had to watch basically an entire extra episode worth of anime, we actually just wanted to watch more episodes, so that's a pretty fucking good sign right there. So
You know, I could have gone to the whole thing.
I'm still wanting to finish the rest
And
of
then
could
go through the
have.
bridge. And then go back right through Ultimate again.
we
went through the
absolutely could
abrasion.
have if
I
we had
put on
time.
damage.
We absolutely could have gone through it if we had time. But time is something that I lack a lot.
It is a precious commodity.
It didn't used to be, but you know what? That's what it's become, unfortunately. It's become scarce. But here we are. It took a bit of work and a bit of screwing around that we are here for the glorious 2nd episode of Anime Overviews Podcast. Alright, boys. Let's get right fucking into it. I'm actually going to leave it on the Discord and not bring the fucking bulleted list up because there's a campfire, and that's a good vibe. I'm leaving it there. All right, here we go. Outline. Introduce co-hosts and guests. Check. Ramble. Check.
I think we've got
Ramble.
All right. Summarize the show. Fuck yeah. I did not prepare this ahead of time. That's okay, because we can still talk about the show while I pull up the
summary.
panel page.
The summary is Europe, vampires,
Hellsing Ultimate.
lots of bullets, lots of guns, and lots of bloody.
Lots
Also
of
a big
blood.
titted
Also,
police
Sarah's
girl.
poop.
Yeah, also a big titted police girl.
Lots of Sarah's poop.
Like I
Police girl, put me between your boobs.
Oh my gosh. This entire episode is going to be absolutely filled with Hellsing abridged references.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, for fuck's
Pretty
sake.
much.
Good lord.
First
All right.
episode for Hellsing Ultimate came out December 5th of 2006. Holy.
It does not look like 06,
Yeah.
dude. It does not look like
No.
06.
The only reason why I know it's 06 is because of the body proportions. Because around that era, they're just that body proportion.
I blame the character designer. Although I should possibly be blaming Kota Hirano instead. I honestly don't know. I'm not a manga boy. Sorry. If you want a manga boy, you're gonna have to go find another boy. I'm not that boy. Sorry.
August of 2006 is where it says. Okay, so I'm getting a lot conflicted. The first episode's date was December 5th, but then I see February 10th of 2006 for the first episode. So, which one is it then? Who are you really?
Well, these are user submitted. This is a user edited database, so you know.
Anything's possible.
It's not necessarily the most reliable thing in the world. All right.
Wikipedia usually has the correct information. Let's take a peek.
So this is absolutely, without a shred of doubt, you'll figure this out within about 15 minutes. This is definitely a Madhouse anime. And we're gonna talk about how you can tell it's a Madhouse anime later, but you can definitely tell from vibes alone pretty much immediately. All right, this is, I mean, Demon summed it up pretty well. This is a really violent, really shooty, really awesome, really fun, really violent and gory, like action drama horror anime with lots of vampirism and crazy shit like that. I can't talk about it too much. It's all spoilers. Everything's spoilers. A lot of people who watch this will probably have seen the abridged and kind of know the plot, sort of know the plot. But a lot of apparently it's not nearly as mainstream as I thought, because Wraith had only seen clips of it and had not actually gone and watched the thing. All right, I have seen this. I saw it relatively recently, like a couple years ago. And I thought it was great. Brando, how many times have you seen Hellsing Ultimate?
Like, Hellsing Ultimate itself, I think I've only seen twice through and through, because most other times than not, I go to Abridged.
That is fair.
Because Abridged is fucking legendary. Let's be honest.
It is one of the greatest fan works and just general abridged nonsense anime series ever made, ever. Like, I don't think people fully understand how good it is. Because it is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think the first time I saw it was at Nate's house a while back.
Yep.
Yep. He was liking it, and we just sat and watched it through.
Mm-hmm. And probably drank way too much Mountain Dew again.
No, that was only one time. That Mountain Dew, and it was the Code Red and then the Voltage Mountain Dew with Pepsi's. And I made that fucking pyramid touch the ceiling.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we drank too much. And we were awake for like a full day and a half.
That really brings drank too much just to a whole new meaning. Holy shit. All right.
I kind of remember it because that was also the time one of the Pokemon games had just come out. And we were just there playing it, and then also playing Saints Row 4.
Word.
Just
Good times. Good times before the world started constantly going through historical events and slowly sinking into the sands of time. Half these countries will be ashes by the time I'm dead, for sure. Oh man, but enough about that. We're not here to talk about stupid real world bullshit. We're here to talk about preferably not stupid anime bullshit. So,
Preferably.
Wraith, you, as is going to be the pattern for a lot of these, had more exposure to this than you usually do for anime, but you still hadn't really seen hardly any of it.
I was only vaguely familiar through a couple of clips thanks to the abridged version, which I was like, I know this is not the original. This is going to be probably a lot funnier than the original, but nonetheless, I still wanted to see the original to see what the hell's going on.
Yeah, you
I
got
do
something?
have.
Go ahead.
I've got the Wikipedia page. So the first 4 episodes were animated by Satelight, released February 10th to the 22nd. Episodes 5 through 7 were animated by Madhouse, and they were released from November 21st of 2008 to December 23rd of 2009. And episodes 8 through 10 were animated by Graphinica, which came out July 27th of 2011 to December 26th of 2012.
I had no idea.
Apparently, each limited edition of the last 3 episodes' home video release included an episode of Hellsing the Dawn.
Huh.
Which is its own other thing, from what I can tell.
We'll have to dig into that later. That's kind of cool. All right. I had no idea that...
It's a prequel series. That's what's going on.
Doesn't this literally... Hold on. Is Mal wrong? No.
That's just what the Wikipedia page says.
No, it's right. It lists all 3 of them. It lists them in the wrong order, though. It's Satelight, then Madhouse, and then Graphinica. But it does list all 3 studios.
Well, that's the order. It's Satelight, Madhouse, Graphinica.
Yeah, it lists Madhouse first. But otherwise correct. Okay, good on you, Mal. See, they're actually right.
All of which being written by...
Demographic Seinen. I don't know about that one. That's like anime made for an older, like, adult audience. I don't know, because this show is really fucking violent and R-rated and shit. But, I mean, I've been a big fan since was teenager, so, I mean, whatever. Hey, well, we're not gonna pick on Mal too much. We're just using it as a guide.
It is the
medium
medium.
To walk through this, which I think is really what Mal is supposed to be for, anyway. All right. Excellent little Wikipedia catch there. Wikipedia coming in clutch. Thanks, Wikipedia.
They have a lot more information, but I wanted to get the most important part of 3 different studios animating this show.
Yeah, anything beyond year, studio, genre, and past experience with the anime is completely outside of the scope of this podcast, and I would probably have to edit it out.
Oh, absolutely. For anyone that wants to look more into it, they can find the Wikipedia page and learn all the fun trivia.
All the fun trivia. Alright, sorry, I thought I fucking heard something. I didn't. I'm hallucinating, apparently.
You're schizophrenic. You're hearing voices.
No, just weird sounds.
Same thing.
You're not supposed to hear voices?
Yeah,
I don't believe you are.
You're not supposed to hear voices.
I think it's time we get started.
No comment. No comment on the hearing of the voices. I have no opinion one way or the other. Alright. So, we're going to do what we did last time now, and we're going to break down the episodes. This one's interesting because it's 2 OVAs, but it's 4 anime episodes worth of content. We're going to just go ahead and not talk about any of the second half of episode 2. I think y'all know what I'm referring to, correct?
Okay, I think
we're saving that for spoiler section. We're not doing that here. That's way too spoilery.
Boy.
But we can talk about the first episode and a half. That's perfectly fine. Alright, so think back to the moonlit walk for a moment, and let's talk visuals and direction. So, I don't know about you lads, but I was feeling pretty damn good about this show within about 4 seconds of it going on the screen. The vibes are
really apparent. The money put into the fucking production. Like, they actually gave a shit about making it look good.
I don't know if it was money. I think it might have just been
emotions they showed in those faces.
If not money, it was at least, dedication.
Yeah.
They know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh, yeah. Very, very impressive visuals immediately. Demon's talking about really good, incredibly well animated, honestly pretty like horror level character expressions in the beginning. Direction. Was there an offbeat at all in that entire first episode worth of plot?
No.
I don't think there was.
I don't think so.
I don't think there was. I think the direction was immaculate.
The pacing was good. You can actually
really
follow
good.
along without falling asleep because you're like, what's going on? What's going to happen? They kept the intrigue going every single time you needed it.
I mean, that first scene is definitely a slow burn, but it's the good kind of slow burn though, because they're doing the atmospheric horror thing, and that shit was awesome. And then they just blow it all out of the water with the violence and the chaos, and it was great. Like I'm doing my best here, but I am struggling to criticize it at all. Like it's that.
I only had one criticization.
Mm-hmm.
And
I fear it may also end up being inherent bias.
Bullshit bullets. Never reloads except till the end, and he fucking fires like 50 rounds out of 8 rounds.
There's
8-round magazine.
Yeah, he did the action movie non-reloads. Yeah.
Action movie magazine where I have 50 rounds in this 12-round magazine.
I've got 18 more rounds in this 4-round magazine.
I got 50 more goddamn rounds in this 4-round too.
So
yeah, that's what that throws me off. Like this section in particular, like.
Yeah. So, essentially, just direction errors regarding action reloads, basically.
I don't know.
Yeah,
if that was a consideration
after he fucking fired.
Was that even a consideration at the time? I would assume it would be.
I did notice, but I did not care.
I think it was forgiven.
It was definitely forgiven in the moment because I was having too much fun watching heads explode.
It's one of those things that you only notice when you look back and you're like, oh.
And also fucking listening.
Make a lot of sense.
You know, also fucking listening to Alucard talk about his fucking gun and his bullets and how awesome it is, and I'm like, yes.
We're gonna go on the quick little side tangent and talk about that gun. Oh boy, his fucking gun. What kind of lunatic decides, okay, we need to chamber a semi-automatic handgun? What caliber should we go with? 454 Casull. Like, I beg your pardon?
One of the hottest rounds there is. Yeah.
454 Casull does not mess around.
No, that's like a tiger hunting caliber. It's for killing buffalo.
I have the exact difference here. Magnum gives around 800 to 1200 foot-pound. Casull is 2000. So it's like double the rough energy of a Magnum.
Yeah, over double. That probably explains it. That explains it pretty well. Twice the power of a big iron. Big gun. Exploding shells. Fuck yeah. That's awesome. We also need to talk about, because we're still in visuals and direction, keep in mind. I kind of roped them together because they go hand in hand in this show. But part of the visuals, this anime has amazing pans and slow-mo shots of these firearms cycling, and it is some of the dopest cinema I've ever seen in my entire life. It is just absolutely just pure joy to watch these ridiculous high-caliber weapons just blow shit apart. It's great. It's awesome.
And I feel it's something that a lot of shows don't really like to cover.
No, dude.
Especially because they think they need to. They're like, oh no, we can't. It's not important. But it is. If you're going to use a gun, you have to at least make it look good.
I don't
make it look
remember.
Like no pea shooter, and every gun in this show is not a pea shooter except for like the shitty pistols that like the cops in the first episode are using.
Well, it's not their fault. They're probably 9mm Parabellum, or even worse, 9mm Luger, and they're probably standard, cheap, like range ammo. Basically, at best, they're hollow points for police work, and those are not like, I'm gonna be real. If you don't hit pretty solid center mass on those, you're gonna struggle to kill a regular human. Forget about something that's undead. So it's not really their fault. Now I'm
thinking about it. Correct me if I'm not wrong. I think I may have seen 2 different types of handgun. I swear I saw SIGs and maybe a Beretta.
Oh yeah, this show has a ton.
I'm pretty sure Police Girl has a Beretta. But I'm pretty sure the other cops were using like SIGs. I could be mistaken. I would have to go back and look. But I definitely saw like some pretty standard carry for police officers.
Yeah,
except it doesn't make a lot of sense because this is in Britain.
Well, I don't know.
They don't really
carry firearms.
They don't really carry firearms, which is the confusing part. But alternate history, I guess.
Well, maybe it's a special response unit. Did you think of that? It could be a special response unit.
True, it could have been, but by the looks of it, it seems like she was standard run-of-the-mill police. So I'm
not sure. Not sure. Maybe minor plot hole. We're not gonna worry too
That
much
might be
about it.
a minor plot hole thing,
Minor
but
plot
I'd have to go back and see what kind of.
Not huge deal. Can be hand waved because action show, but
Yeah, we can just say that it's potentially different history where the British didn't outright say guns.
it's worth noting if nothing else.
Yeah.
All right. What else? There was something else in my brain and I got distracted.
How about the comparison of how it goes super serious, and there's a little funny moment there with the whole Alucard asking if he's a virgin part.
Oh God.
Yeah,
That part, yeah.
this show has a very particular brand of comedy, and it's gonna hit for some viewers, especially people who like this kind of gritty, violent show, and it's gonna not hit for others because it's definitely like the black comedy style of humor.
Oh,
For
it's
sure.
absolutely some form of dark humor.
Yeah.
Says,
Yeah.
"Are you a virgin?" Yes. Blows his
Bam.
fucking load.
No, we're not going back to describing it this way. Not again.
Okay, audience, to explain, by blows his load, he means fucking shoots her through the chest, clean through, with a gun. A
Yeah,
big
With
gun.
the
Very
same
loud.
gun that we just spent like 5 minutes talking about.
Mhm.
The very same.
Yeah.
Right.
He's technically not wrong, but at the same time, he's definitely out of line.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's that kind of deal. It's that kind of deal.
Just
I-
one of those days.
I feel like that might be an intentional aspect of the script. That seems like the kind of thing Kota Hirano would write. It seems like the kind of thing he would do on purpose. Oh, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past.
The man has a very unique and warped sense of humor.
Given the humor for like the rest of the show, it entirely adds up.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised at all.
But
Oh my
Jan in particular, though. Like, you think, oh yeah, the British version takes it too far. No, the fucking real one is just bad.
Oh no, the real ones arguably goes even farther. Which we're at that part. We're at that part in episode 1, you know, where I only briefly laid the groundwork here because we just kind of jumped in and started talking about how awesome this show looks and how great the direction and everything is, and how the only flaw in the direction is a lack of action reloads, which the reloads in this show look fucking awesome. So they should have done more of them. That's our only real critique there.
That, and then not too far ahead, like, you know, when Sarah wakes up from her quote-unquote nightmare, they gave her a uniform and, like, immediately jumps. That was, like, my only complaint for the episode besides the magic bullshit go, was the scene jumping to her straddling a rooftop, like I wanted to straddle my face. That scene.
Goddamn.
That big jump was, like, my only other complaint of the episode. There was really nothing else.
I think everyone here likes Sarah's Victoria. I don't know if Wraith likes Sarah's Victoria in that way, though. I don't know about that. I'm not
All
going
I
to
will say is I watched the rest of the abridged. I can't do an opinion.
Uh-huh. Excellent. Excellent. I literally have it in my notes. Let me read this shit verbatim. Where is it?
Oh boy.
Blonde bombshell vampiress cannot possibly be this cute. Enough said.
Pretty much.
That sounds like a fucking art anime title right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I am permanently weeb-brained. This is a strength and a weakness of my character. I am permanently weeb-brained.
It's the
I can't
power.
turn it off.
Unlimited power.
But at what cost?
The cost is that you only seek motivation. You are now Virgil from the Devil May Cry series.
Oh no. So what do I fall into a deep depression if I can't find the motivation? Is that what happens?
You need to be edgy and read literary works.
Yeah, do I go
Read
full
poetry.
emo? Is that what happens?
You must become emo and cleave man from devil.
Okay.
Okay, the plot. The police officers go to investigate. They get fucked. Big
By
titty girl,
vampires.
Gets caught. Did that do the hop in your tule?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much. That's pretty much it.
Oh, also Alucard is
Oh,
there.
that first, like,
Obviously.
That's not the entirety of the first episode. That's only just the
Also,
first bit of it.
question: you guys watched the dub, yeah?
Yeah.
do they actually say Alucard in the dub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't in the sub. They call him Alucard.
Alucard. Oh,
I'm surprised they don't call him Alucardo.
No, they do Alucard. Because I'm a sub guy, so I listen to the subs. And they call him Alucard.
Oh, jeez.
R-A-C-U-D.
Dude, every
They
time I
do-
hear Ara, I just think Ara. Thanks, fucking
Oh,
entire
God,
VTuber
no.
community. Thanks, you foul vixens. You've rotted my fucking brain.
Blast. It just fucking ruined me.
God damn it. Alright, so that was kind of
It's been ruined.
sporadically
That's only just
explained,
part of the
but
first episode. We still have more to break down.
if the audience is
Yeah,
following
the
along,
second part.
they should be okay.
Yeah, we have the second half of the episode we didn't even get into.
Yeah,
More
keep
like
going.
The second
the
part
remaining
is
2/3.
Ding
Let's be
dong.
honest.
Need to deliver here.
Huh? I didn't order
Pizza
it.
delivery.
And just when he goes to try to answer it, just fucking kidding. And open fires on the
kidding.
door.
Who is
Of course, that
it?
is
Dude.
A real fuck-mothering vampire.
a real fuck-mothering vampire.
I think he says a real fucking vampire, but I like
know.
fuck-mothering.
A
No,
real vampire.
no, I would believe it because I know there's another one of the quotes where he refers to himself as a fuck-mothering vampire.
Yeah, well, I like that one more, but I'm pretty sure he just says a real fucking vampire, and then blows him the fuck away.
Well, that is abridged. I believe.
It definitely is.
He doesn't
Okay.
doesn't really say anything. He just fucking opens fires and
No,
his
they
woman fucking bulbs.
just be a cringe emo vampire couple of serial killers being
We're gonna kill people. Whoa.
being
They
terrible.
just can't even turn to a fucking bat. Fucking pathetic. But that's pretty much his response to them power tripping. Can't
Well,
even
Sarah's
turn
had
to a
block
bat.
the fucking.
Stop.
Yeah, let's briefly talk about that actually. I definitely prefer the one-liners and the freaking banter over the abridged, but you got to admit, the everything else in the real dub
The source
is
material
really
which they had to
good.
work with is amazing.
Is really good. The non-one-liner parts are fan-fucking-tastic in the original.
Oh, absolutely. I'm
Like
not gonna contest that.
even non-abridged Alucard, which I did remember this, but it's still a treat to experience it again. Alucard is such an incredibly snide and just what's the word I'm looking for? He just mercilessly insults all these vampires as he brutalizes them, and it's fucking great, and I love it.
He simply
Oh,
just does
man.
not give a shit anymore.
So anyway, they're basically just being demon-worshipping vampires. They're awful. They're serial killers. They suck. Okay? And then Alucard rolls in, and you can tell from the instant, just from the presence and the attitude alone, he's mostly just here to have fun. He's just having fun. He's just fucking around. He's enjoying himself.
This is
so
just an
great.
afternoon stroll for
That
him.
is so great, and I wish more protagonists, and especially more anti-hero protagonists,
Please,
especially, would be that way.
He's just so fucking overpowered. He doesn't need to fucking try. They're just insects. So why should he?
Well, yeah, but that's not what I love about
not
him.
worth the effort.
It's the attitude. He just shows up to just fuck around and have fun and not give a shit. And that's great. It's
Incredibly
really
nice.
fun.
Once you
nonchalant
killed
about
like
everything.
a couple 100,000 shitty ass vampires, what the fuck's your response gonna be? Oh look, an insect on my boot.
Oh, look, another
leather boot.
stupid, lame vampire who probably can't
Hey,
even
look,
turn into a
fucking
bat.
nobody, anyways. Another
Oh,
thing I
man.
think we should also do. We talked about Alucard's wonderful handgun. We should talk
Mhm.
about Ceres's first rifle that she gets.
It's really cool. I like it a lot. It's a very basic, very big, high caliber fuck shit up rifle. The only really interesting thing about it, which Ceres complains about at length, is its total lack of a scope or sighting mechanism. Like,
No, you're
Which-
supposed to just use your impeccable sight.
You
to do
just
it,
use the
buddy.
fucking eye, you fucking scrubs.
all right. So, let's talk about the plot that starts to get going, because the plot for most of episode 1 is relatively straightforward. We got a
That's
vampire
everything.
who makes a big nasty mess with a whole bunch of evil vampire zombies, aka ghouls.
Ghouls.
And a bunch of cops get fucking murderized, and Ceres gets molested a lot.
PTSD.
People get a little too handsy.
I'm gonna just tell it like it is. Ceres gets molested a fair bit because the vampire's tripping on power and he's nasty and awful, of course, right?
He doesn't
That's
want
what
to
he
have
deserves.
a free-willed vampire. He wants a bitch slave. That's what he wants.
That is how
Gotta make her
your
unvirgin.
typical vampire thinks, for sure. That is definitely how they think. Yep.
I am God. I can do anything. No, you can't.
Yeah, it is very fun. Very very fun, well directed, pretty well paced. Good introduction to the show. I liked it a lot. But then the second half, where we get Ceres making the mile shot and all these epic things, and Alucard butchering fucking Timu Edward Cullen over here. Okay, like once that's what I'm calling him. We get into the real plot afterwards, which I forget if this is this end of episode 1 or very beginning of 2. It might have been very beginning of 2. Correct me if I'm wrong, co-hosts.
Where we meet one of our other big boy characters. I believe that is the end of episode 1.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It could be entirely mistaken, but I believe that is still wrapped into episode 1.
Yep. Sir Integra
Hellsing, dude.
Fairbook Wingate's Hellsing. Yeah, I like her a lot. She's great. I like her original character, which is who is just a fairly serious bad bitch, and I like the abridged one as well. I'm a fan of her character in general, and have very little critique. Some people have a problem with her in the way some people have a problem with like action girl protagonists in general, of which Integra definitely has that kind of personality. It's because people argue they're fairly one note and they don't have like a ton of depth. Particularly, they're not very emotive, and people seem to have a problem with this with action protagonists, especially action girls. They have a problem with the lack of emotiveness and the lack of like emotion. Like they're very stoic. I've even heard like complaints where she's basically a dude. I've read that complaint a couple of times. I disagree with that. I can't give examples because they're spoilers, but I disagree with this assessment entirely. She's not
I think
one
the only
note
reason why I say
at
that is
all.
because they keep calling her Sir in the show. That's like the only reason.
I think it's more of a title thing than anything.
It is a title, yes, that's exactly what it is.
Literally the title.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, she kind of Integra introduces us to this, and she does this a little bit in episode 1 when Alucard is kicking ass at the church. She does this a little bit there too, but we get a real proper explanation of the plot of Hellsing and like what we can expect going forward at the end of episode 1, and we get a bit more towards the beginning of 2 as well. We've got some kind of shadow organization who is probably making these vampires, or at the very least is propagating them, is spreading them around and causing chaos all throughout Europe, but especially in jolly old England in the case of this anime. And the Hellsing organization, who are hardcore monster hunters, y'all probably figured that out, but I thought I'd include that here, is basically
not obvious.
Yes, is basically investigating this and also killing the fuck out of them as well.
I mean,
And that's the basic plot here. Like, I can't give too much more than that without getting into spoilers. Like, I'm not even going to talk about the specifics of how this shadow organization is dispersing these vampires or what their actions or motivations tend to be. We're not going to talk about any of that because this anime is awesome. Even if you've seen the abridged, watch it anyway. There's a fair amount more depth and exposition. And even though I've seen this once, this is a show that does exposition really, really well. Very well directed, very well paced. Liked it a lot. 2 thumbs up from me. Pacing was great. So for sure, go ahead, get immersed, drink in all the details, enjoy learning about the world in addition to watching heads explode and watching blonde bombshell vampires be really violent and awesome and also be really cute. Probably multiple times per episode in the same episode. Yeah.
I think another important thing to note is that Abridged does vaguely follow along with the placement of story elements, but they do also take some creative liberties. So watching the original gives you the proper placement of everything in which they want you to have it.
And more specifically, I was mostly specifically pointing out there's a lot more explanation and exposition and a lot more discussions and narrative and plot advancement elements in the original, which is kind of obvious, right? But I feel the need to explain it. You know, I do not think people should skip OG Ultimate just because they've seen Abridged. Quite the opposite. I think they will enjoy Ultimate a lot if they enjoyed Abridged. Not necessarily for exactly the same reasons, but I think the target audience is very much shared. I think it's the same homies who will like both. So I thought I'd better include that. Why I think you should watch the original. Now, what else can we get into without getting into major spoilers? Can we think of anything, guys? All I'll say is that I'm a big fan of all the vampire hunters in this show. They all have interesting personalities. They're all really well voice acted. They're all badasses. And they're all badasses in different ways, which I really like. 2 thumbs up from me. 2 thumbs up from me. Cast is great. Really enjoyable. A lot of fun. Only thing, which y'all can discuss this if you like. Yeah, but me personally, I've said lots of times in the past, I'm not offended by like super gritty shit like the sexual assault and that sort of thing in anime. If it's appropriate to the setting and the sort of the genre that the anime is going for. And it's not done
suddenly thrown up for no fucking reason.
Yeah, and it's not just thrown in there because fuck you, which a lot of bad anime do that, by the way. You'd be surprised. As long as it doesn't commit any narrative sins, and as long as it's not just thrown in there for whatever fucking reason they decide to throw it in on the script, I'm not offended by like serious shit like sexual assault, torture, that sort of thing. I'm personally not bothered by it, but I always recognize it and discuss it because I really wish that I think Crunchyroll does it better now than they used to for sure, but I really wish these shows, without being super spoilery, would properly content warning their stuff so that people don't accidentally watch something they really shouldn't. And this is one of those. This has been a little bit scatterbrained, nowhere near as bad as episode 1, I don't think, but this has been a little bit scatterbrained, but overall...
It's usually gonna be.
Overall, I feel pretty good about our coverage of this so far. Like, we've done a good episode breakdown. We can't break down too much because I'm wanting to avoid spoilers, because this show, while people might not initially figure it out, this show does in fact... It's a surprisingly narrative-heavy show, which I think a lot of people wouldn't necessarily expect. And I wanted to really make sure I properly communicated that to the audience. I wanted everybody to understand, yeah, this is actually really well written. I like the lore. It's not too heavy. It feels just right, and it's paced really well. I like the way things are introduced. I like the way that Integra just walks you through things. You know, it's all really good. Visuals are really strong. Big fan of the cast. Like, does anyone here have anything but good things to say about the cast, honestly? Okay, let's see.
Arukan? What? Release from the... Now hold your horses. I don't know who y'all think you are, but my name is Jed Forrest of the South Carolina Baptist Confederation. Shh. Do you hear that? Do I hear what? Must have been the wind. Fine. Dropping the formalities. Alucard, go for a walk. You know, one of the most quoted lines from the entire fucking bridge.
I love it. They brought that.
Undo this lock and send me forth on a moonlit walk. Release restraint level 0.
Pretty dope, dude. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope, dude. Oh man. I feel like Hellsing Abridged just reduces me to monkey that likes explosions.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Listen to me, Draculina. You're so much stronger than you let yourself be. How do you know? Because behind those eyes, I saw something I lost long ago. The will to live. Now stop running from who you are. Confront it. Embrace it. And go for its fucking throat. Like a real fucking vampire. I'm not gonna lie, I was watching that. It's like, I see something, that's all I was going. The will to live. It's the delivery. I just followed it on that. I was like,
The will to live.
The will to live. It's like, damn, okay. We're hitting the funny bones.
Yep, they went for that. They went for that brand of humor, dear lord.
It works.
Oh, it
Can't
works.
complain.
All right.
It entirely works.
All right, gentlemen. Demon, get your bloody dice ready.
Can't forget episode 8. Wonderful interaction.
All right, I'm finding the dice.
It says right on here, we apparently decided we were going to roll for this too, which is really funny. So we're doing it.
Oh, I forgot this great fucking episode 8, but I will leave. I will leave this one for later.
Yeah, save it for part 2.
Even though this is from the 8th episode.
Don't worry about it. It's a spoiler.
Okay,
Part 2 is for spoilers.
Dice.
Nice.
Now what? So we rolling for?
We are rolling for our final critiques, and it's just like how we rolled for intro. We're just rolling who goes first.
And 2.
Well, it's not a 1. We'll take it. It's not a 1.
Dude, how the fuck did I get nat 1 3 in a row?
We fucking rolled for it and got the default order. God fucking son of a bitch. Whatever. We did it live.
First.
We did it
I
live.
was
Okay.
second, Wraith gonna be last.
Alright. Fine. My final thoughts. Okay, sure. Briefly going through everything. The visuals, they are immaculate. The character designs, like the art style of the anime, not everyone will love it. They're very 2000s Code Geass, very, very lanky. At least Alucard is in particular. They've definitely got that style of design going, for sure. But I thought it was nice. I like the overall character designs in this show. I think they're pretty good. As Demon said, they're very expressive, very well animated. 2 thumbs up from me there. The direction is as good or better than the animation. The direction for this anime is so good that it blows my mind at times, and I've already seen it once, and it was still surprising me. It's that good. The pacing is really, really good. I wouldn't say perfect. It's very good to do perfect pacing when you have little time jumps here and there, when you're trying to adapt a lot of source material in a limited time, and in particular when you're doing exposition. However, I found it very solid overall. I have no major complaints to speak of. Really good. In terms of the plot, the narrative, the writing, yeah, incredibly strong. This one, for like horror anime, felt just right to me. It takes a lot of time to build atmosphere and really set the tone and the absolutely dreadful vibe of a lot of these places, and it really goes out of its way to show how glorious and how violent everything is. But they also take the time to actually properly discuss and strategize and plan and actually explain where these vampire hunters actually want to go next, instead of just, I don't know, talking about their feelings for 20 minutes. You'd be shocked how many times gritty action shows genuinely do that. Maybe it's not always terrible, but it's generally been bad when I've seen it. This show doesn't do that. It's very well balanced between narrative elements and horror elements and action elements, and even a dash of comedy here and there. Nice, really good. I seem to be a fan of Kota Hirano's work in general, and I'm generally a fan of the adaptations of his work as well. Let's see. Anything else? I think that's everything that really matters. Yeah. So, gets pretty much top fucking marks from me, dude. It's even better than I remembered. It's solid. I really liked the characters, really liked the presentation, direction, pacing. Really well balanced, to my surprise. Great action. I really loved a lot of the visual elements. The blood looks fucking awesome in this show. The bullets look great. almost everything, if not just about everything in this anime is hand-drawn. It's hand-drawn really well. There's a ton of cool guns. There's a ton of cool characters. It's awesome. It's awesome. Okay, I'm done. I just basically fanboyed for 3 minutes. Okay, Demon, your turn.
Pretty much.
I'm playing Yahtzee. I'm playing Yahtzee while you...
This man was playing Yahtzee while you went on, and I was actually listening.
I don't blame him.
Shows the respect levels here.
I don't blame him.
I'm dead inside. What can I say? Animation,
Who are you?
fucking beautiful. Story, fucking awesome. Transitioning, pretty good. Character design, besides the limb proportions and sometimes the close-up faces, are a bit disorienting. The pacing, for the most part, is good, except for like 1 or 2 instances, like throughout the show. One instance between 2 episodes we saw. Music taste, fucking awesome. It's generally sits at like a 9.6. I originally had it at a 10 out of 10, but I made my restrictions a little bit tighter.
Mm-hmm.
Need to beat that.
Yeah. When you're reviewing
Also-
at that depth, you probably shouldn't have like full 10s for most instances. It basically is, though. It basically is.
Also, I know how many of my brethren shall die, but I shall go Valhalla between those thighs.
Fantastic.
Ah,
Fantastic. You know what time it is.
I know exactly what time it is.
Do it.
I may not have too many insightful things to say as being the least experienced out of the bunch, but I still definitely have all of the critiques I could have, except I don't have any for this one. It may be because of my inherent bias into already knowing what Hellsing is basically going to be and already knowing I'm going to enjoy it, but the art style scratches that itch for me because I found that I have a very particular taste for art style. I'm finding that very, very rapidly. But aside from that, you know, the art, all of the ultra high impact violence in an art style that I like, I wouldn't think I'm naturally one for it, but it seems that I am. Lots of the minor different design choices, especially with the character designs, they're all incredibly unique. You can tell them apart just by it's like the Toho test or like Bad Apple, where the whole music video is black and white. You can tell each character because the designs are that unique. I feel like this one would also potentially pass that test, except in maybe one slight case at that. But, you know, good art direction, good character design, great story. I didn't really see any pacing issues, but who knows? Maybe I can be reminded by that. But overall, I really enjoy Hellsing. Who would have thought?
I would have thought.
I don't think I have too much more to say on
entirely
it.
expected this.
Oh, no, I entirely expected this too. I just didn't know how much to expect.
Oh man, there was no way you were giving this below like a solid 8.5. There is no way.
I couldn't see myself giving this anything lower than an 8 at best. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
At worst, it would be an 8, but at best, it's definitely going to be really fucking
All
high.
right, we finally get to do the overviews
fair.
part of anime.
I haven't even
overviews.
gone through the scoring guide yet, so I don't even know where I'm going to exactly fall on that list.
Yeah, we
That'll
don't.
be
We don't
fun.
have to do that every single podcast.
I'll
episode.
do that. I'll do that later.
I slapped that in there just so we would have it in case. All right, let me go into this.
But it's time for the biggest part of this all,
Alright,
the
so-
tier list.
Alrighty.
Tier time, babe.
I don't know what that voice was. I'm not going to think about it too hard. All right, at the top in blue, we have the tier Supreme, the very tippy top tier. All right, for Supreme, we have Absolute Cinema, very straightforward. It's great in all aspects. We have Kilimanjaro, like the Halo kill streak. Fuck yeah. Phenomenal, highest level animation and direction. And then we have Scriptspirion, like that one. Near perfect writing and world building. So incredibly well written. Hell yeah. We next in green, underneath the blue, we have Spicy, actual plot, well written and adapted narrative. We have Eye Candy, impressive fan service and character designs. And we have Literary Limbo, which is great in every regard, it just needs a sequel. We're talking about anime here, so of course that was going to be on here. Underneath Spicy and Yellow, we have One Shot, the shows that you're only going to watch one time, more than likely, but we still deem them worth watching. Poorly paced, plot and or scenes advance awkwardly. We have a Unicorn, notable for its uniqueness. we have a messy, likable in spite of significant flaws, and we have Black Sheep. Divisive, but one or more co-hosts like it anyway. Underneath One Shot, we have Meh, the tier of neutrality and indifference. At the top, Keyboard Pillow, lazily or otherwise poorly adapted, unfinished. The animators and writers fell asleep at their keyboards. We have Total Indifference. This co-host feels nothing and wants their time back. Yup. We have Paper Cut, a fun one. Thematically intolerable or extremely edgy. Yes, it's a pun. Underneath Meh, in the ugly, brain-colored shade of reddish pink, we have Smooth Brained. Eye Bleach. Horrendous animation or production values. Scriptastrophe. Narrative and or characters make no sense. Gold Digger. Likely a shameless cash grab. We have Schizofiction. All written aspects are absurd, insufferable, or both. It was written by Schizos. Alright, underneath Smooth Brained, we have the lowest of the low, simply called Trash Tier. At the top, fan service failure, terribly produced ecchi elements, or off-model characters. Specifically, this is referring to shows where this was supposed to be the main aspect, but they fucked it up. Underneath fan service failure, we have mind melting, induces headaches, or suicidal tendencies. Great. That one's pretty self-explanatory. And finally at the bottom, the worst of the worst, we have sandwich foo, a term I coined years ago. So terrible that you got up to go rethink your life and likely made yourself a sandwich. This is, by my humble opinion, the worst thing any piece of media can do to a human being. Alright, that is our overviews tiers. I did way better the second time.
Yeah,
right.
40 minutes.
No, it helps when you have the descriptions written out right for you too. So
Yeah, I figured that was probably a good idea. Alright,
Oh,
boys.
great. Before we
Demon,
get too ahead of ourselves.
get them dice.
Don't we do dice rolls?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say we do
Don't
a
worry, I
dice
didn't
roll for
forget.
this bad boy.
All right, hold on a second. Let me pull up the video.
The
You want me to
definitive.
roll for your Wraith, or you want?
Yeah, because clearly
Hold
this thing
on.
keeps giving
I
me
gotta turn
ones.
this
on. For me,
And
let's
there we
see.
go. Okay.
That is a 4.
A 4.
That's 11 from Matt. All right, no, 14.
Is it 14?
Yeah.
I've been rolling high all
Yeah.
night.
Oh, 14. So 4 and 14.
Yep.
Oh,
Let's see
boy.
the moment of
And
truth.
Wraith, 11.
11.
Okay.
Okay, so we have some variation this time.
At
Okay.
least it's not the default order.
Thank God for that.
Oh my goodness. I would have flipped shit if that happened again.
Also,
Alright.
I
We
forgot
introduced the
clean up the
randomness
14.
factor. The randomness factor is not random.
It's supposed
Wait, no,
to
that's
be,
a
but it's
defect in this
based on
one.
luck. It's based on
Yeah,
luck,
I-
so it's not nearly as random as you'd think.
Somehow none of my luck is
All
coming
right,
into this at
I
all.
feel
I'm
really
rolling
good.
it.
I
True.
feel really good about this anime. I think I'm awarding this absolute cinema right out the gate. Right out the gate, no bullshit, even with my critiques and everything. Nah, bro. Absolute cinema. Really, really fucking good anime. Alright, exiting the blue, we're going to look at green here. For the spicy tier, let's see. I am thinking... I'm not really feeling anything in spicy too much. Let's see, anything in One Shot? Let's see. I would say we're gonna give a dash of Black Sheep on this one because it might be a little too spicy for some viewers, and the art style may offset some people. And in addition to Black Sheep, you know what? No, I changed my mind. I'm gonna retract the Black Sheep because I think Paper Cut fits better. Do I personally feel this way? No, but if I'm going to give an honest critique, I would say some people will find it too intense, too edgy, dare I say, for some people. So I'll go ahead and include it. Yep, that was really straightforward. I only gave it 2 tags. I think we're gonna see a pattern with this of me only giving like 2 tags. All right, Wraith, I believe you rolled second, correct?
Yes, I am indeed second.
I'm not sharing my
Well,
fucking
I-
screen either. Hold on. It's fine. You only just
professional
know.
at work.
It's fine.
I think I can definitely agree that it can cover absolute cinema, because I was already thinking it at least checks every box of spicy tier. It's a well-adapted narrative from the actual manga because it also comes with a fucking conclusion. There's a lot of really good character design with obviously some fan service built into it. And I feel it needs a sequel because I'm a sucker for this and I want more. So I would say that while it checks every box in spicy tier, it probably still falls under the absolute cinema because it checks essentially every box of how to write a good show.
Well, checking every box of spicy tier is a good thing.
Well, yeah,
Except
it checks
for
all of
maybe
that, and
Limbo.
I'd say it at least bleeds into Supreme tier and gets some credit for absolute cinema. As for the difference between Black Sheep and Papercut, there's definitely some divisiveness with it because of the subject of the humor. It can be seen as edgy, so it can really lean either way between saying that it's divisive or too edgy. But I would say it's more on the divisive side because if you love this kind of fucked up humor, it's perfect for you. If you're not as into it, you may not enjoy it as much. But it is entirely dependent on how you view dark humor as an entirety. Aside from that, I have nothing lower to say for it. It is amazing in every aspect.
All right, I think that's a pretty fair critique, a pretty fair tiering of their anime. Very good, very good. Demon, you're up.
Well, as everyone else put, absolute cinema, fucking masterpiece. But also, we gotta put it in that eye candy category though, because it got that delicious Ceres, but also delicious firearms.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
You can't even forget Alucard's entire outfit.
His outfit is definitely very special. I
It's
like
unique, iconic even.
Iconic. Everyone wants to dress up like him for Halloween, and everyone wants to own his firearms, even if they blow their wrists off. Everyone wants that shit.
He's that cool enough they literally put him into Call of Duty.
Call of Duty,
Why
well, that ain't a
the
big thing
fuck
anymore.
not?
Call of Duty just throws everything in there nowadays.
Yeah, but the last thing I expected was Hellsing for sure, let alone Alucard. I would not have said that would fit in the Call of Duty, especially considering.
Well, to be brutally honest, I
that is
would
a
have
whole
It's
different-
Alucard from Call of Duty. That's all I can say.
fucking hell.
I will have to destroy a child if that ever happens. On the one hand, at least it's not Alucard from Fortnite, but either one is instantaneous deletion. But I feel we are losing the plot a little bit. Continue your theory.
Me?
All
I know.
right, let's keep going.
Yeah,
down
it's a
here.
bit edgy, admittedly, but yeah, I think I would stick it towards fucking absolute cinema. It's eye candy as hell. A little
Alright.
bit edgy, but
But
yeah,
you don't think too much.
that's good. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So Wraith gave really detailed many tags, and the other two co-hosts gave like 2. That's fine.
I guess
I
three.
had a way to bring down because it's certainly edgy by nature, but it's not like the oppressive edgy that our tier reflects. That's why I would
Okay.
put it more as a divisive because it's
Okay.
not like all edgy. It's like it's fucked up humor, so it's not just edgy to be edgy. So that's why I argue it's divisive because it's humor that serves a purpose. It's just dependent on if you like the humor.
Okay. All right. I like this. The co-hosts have all given a variety of different takes on this, and I appreciate that because we all basically agree that this show is absolute cinema. And even then, there were some different critiques to be had, which is the entire nature of this podcast. There would be no reason to have multiple co-hosts if you didn't get multiple perspectives, so that's really great.
I think we've come up to our final dice roll, have we not?
Yeah, we get to roll for
time for
outro.
our
Roll for now.
We get to roll who does the outro.
Yeah, we rolled
And,
everything else. we
who
might
Who
as
gets
well.
to start at? We get to roll who starts the outro. Oh boy, oh boy.
All right. Well, let me
Dice
check
boy.
that. Okay.
Bring forth the holy hand grenade.
Okay, I rolled a 3.
That's
Matt,
definitely not
12.
12. Oh boy.
And Wraith, 14.
Oh shit. Ladies and gentlemen, and all of the other folks who wish to be called whatever they want. Thank you so much for tagging along and listening to us once again ramble about a show that we all love so fucking much. Myself, my co-host here, And to everybody, please, if I have to give any advice, watch this show. Even if you think it may not entirely be up your alley, give it a try. Give it the 1 episode rule, because this is double length. Come in with a grain of salt if you must, but absolutely this is a show well worth watching. I don't think I have much more to say in that regard. Gentlemen, if you would like to see yourselves out, I thank you all, dear watchers and listeners.
All right, that was pretty good. Sure. I'll talk a little bit here about what I think the audience should do next. I completely agree. I think y'all should try this show, unless you either really hate like gritty action movies or just action television in general. In which case, this is probably a safe pass. I still say you should watch it because it's ridiculously well animated and well paced and just really kind of a blast to watch. But it's your life and your taste. That's your call to make. The only thing I will say is that, again, there is a little bit of sexual assault. It's not a ton, but it's there. And I do, again, wish to remind the viewers of that, because it's not a lot of people, I don't think, but some viewers are really, really sensitive to that sort of thing. So I'm going to do my due diligence and mention that. In addition to the fact that I think this is awesome and you should watch it. Oh man. Yeah, we all recommend this. It's really great. It's honestly, it's close to a masterpiece for me, I think. That's rare for me. So, take that how you will. Demon.
What?
Give your advice and closing thoughts.
You can tell he was really paying attention for this one.
Me have been brain dead, but I have to say, if you had a pick between modern media and this, I'd be watching this fucking every day. This shit fucking rocks. Comparison to modern media half the damn time. So, yeah. Also, the millions of isekais that plague us. This is a good refresher that anime can be good.
Reminder of a time where we did not have so many restrictions and tropes.
It's the plague of locusts, but they're all isekai protagonists. Goddamn.
Back when we could
all
just have
the shitty light
bullshit.
novels that have really good-looking girls in it.
And have
Back
terrible
when women could
production
just
values.
be women, dudes could be dudes. We could just have both be cool.
That really is a dying
Equal
art, isn't it?
representation.
Oh, that's an even bigger dying art. Oh man, oof. Oof. That is like...
Now it's always one way or the fucking other with half of these shows, I swear.
Bro, equal representation is dying on the operating table right now. We're watching it die. We're watching its life drain away.
One last notable shout out, of course. Thank you to Carl
Yes.
Casey at Whitebats Audio for providing the background audio for all of our podcasts up to this point. Who knows? Maybe we'll find even more. But as it currently stands, we thank you.
Good catch. Excellent work. Fuck yeah.
Always
Alright.
have to credit. Come on.
All right.
Credit.
I feel good about episode 2. I feel good.